Today we are going to be talking about the best payment method that can be accessible to you during your international passport application, especially when you're doing it yourself online. Right? Remember, we are here for the DIY method, right? We are all about getting your international passport by yourself using your mobile phone and from the comfort of wherever you are. And today I'm going to be answering this question, which says, what is the best payment method for passport application? So stick around, don't go anywhere, and I'm going to be showing you exactly which. Then you go ahead to make a choice during your passport application process. So let's get started.
All right, so after you're done with the application proper, that's filling in all your details and all of that. When you scroll down, you're going to come to this part where you're going to proceed to make payments. And for this application, I chose the 64 pages, that's the 10 years validity passport. And you can see the booklet fee here as at the time of this video is 100,000 naira. So the next thing you want to do is to click on the confirm and pay now button. Um, Once you click on that, then you click on this confirmation and then you proceed. So you can see from this part that the application fee is 100,000 naira and then the processing fee have not yet to be added. And when it comes to the payment method, you have about 4 of them. Okay, it's even up to 5. The first one is the Pay Fixie, Sana Pay, Paystack, TC Pay, and Unified Payments. And when you come to the Pay Fixie option, you have both the card payments and cash at bank. Clicking on the card payments, you can see that the processing fee has been added, which is a total of 4,000 naira, making it 104,000 naira, right? Then when I click on the cash at bank option, you can see that the processing fee is now 500. What this means is that I'm going to go to the physical bank to go and make this payment. I do not recommend this option at all because, I mean, why would you want to stress yourself to go to the bank, stand on long queues, and go through all of those stress, wasting transport money or fuel just to go make payment because you want to spend 500 naira? If you calculate the money you use for transport or fuel, you will see that it's penny wise, pound foolish. So I do not recommend, not even to talk about the stress and all that. So I always tell my students to go with the card payments. And then these other options, almost all of them have card payment options. So you might be asking, which of the card payment options should I go for? Just come with me. Under the Sana Pay, you can see that clicking on the card payment is still the same 4,000 naira. Cash at bank is 500 naira also. Paystack has only card payment option and it's still the same 4,000 naira. Then TC Pay is e-wallets and transaction fees 300 naira. I honestly do not know how this works. I've never used it before, so I can't tell if it's a good choice, but it's better you go with verified options that have been tested and trusted. So I do not recommend because I have never used it. The next and the last on the list is unified payment, which is also just a card payment option, and you can see that it is also 104,000 naira total with a processing fee of 4,000 naira. So now I'm going to tell the best payment method based on my own personal experience and from experiences of a lot of my students that I have taught the same method. And which payment method is that? Of course, it is Paystack that has only the card payments. But the good thing about this is that under this Paystack, you still have other options under it. What do I mean? Come with me, let's scroll down. You can see when you get to the last part of the page, you can see this option of pay 104,000 naira. Tap on it and allow it to come up. All right. Now you can see what I'm talking about. Under that Paystack, you can see different options that you can progress with. The first one is the card. And if you tap on it, you will be brought the option to input your card details and then proceed to pay that exact amount. When you've done this successfully, if your card is well funded, you're going to withdraw the money automatically from your bank after you've completed your card pin and all of that. All right. Now, the next option, aside the card payment, is transfer. How this works is that you're going to automatically generate a bank detail for you to pay into, bank account number, bank name, and all of that, and tell you the exact amount you're going to be paying into. Now, the only thing you have to do in this case is just to copy the account number. Just tap on this. You can see this little button here is the copy button. You have to tap on it, it copies automatically, right? Then the next thing you want to do is to just memorize the bank name so that you don't forget it. Then you minimize this page and go to your local bank app. The same way you send money to your loved ones or to your friend or anyone, that is the same exact way you're going to send this money out. But you're going to make sure that you input this account number that was generated for you and confirm the bank name to be the same bank name you're seeing on your screen after the details were generated. And finally, when you're typing in the amount, make sure you type the exact amount you saw on your screen. Don't try to play smart by typing an amount below. Maybe as you're seeing 104,000 naira, you don't go and type 100k because you have the power to type how much is going to be deducted. The implication of this is that your money will be deducted from your account and it will not be successful because you did not receive the exact. So you now have to go through the stress of back and forth, going to bank to complain, to start writing emails and all of that. And trust me, it is not funny at all. So don't even try to play smart. Pay the exact amount of money you are seeing on their screen. For 104,000, don't pay 100k, don't pay 103, don't pay 107. Just the exact amount you saw on your screen is what you're going to pay. All right. As soon as you've done that, you can see that there is a timer that is counting down. What it means is that as soon as you've clicked on the transfer option, they're going to, as they generated the account for you, they're going to give you a time frame which is 30 minutes for you to hurry up and do the transaction. If you don't complete this transaction within that 30 minutes, you're going to be logged out and you have to start all over again. So you need to be very, very fast about it. Just minimize. If you have a second phone, you can use your second phone to do the transfer. But if you're using the same phone for it, you can just minimize this page and open your bank app, do the transaction, and once it is confirmed, you can now come back to this page. You scroll down, you see this option that says I have sent the money. You just tap on it and your payment will be confirmed. Then you go ahead to download your receipt and proceed from there. All right, so you can see how seamless this option is. So if you're someone that you don't like inputting your card details on online platforms, then this option will be best for you. Or if your bank card doesn't allow online transactions, or your card is already expired and you really need to do this transaction, then this option is the most suitable for you. Do you understand? So moving on to the next one is the bank option. Let's tap on that and see. Then the next thing you want to do is to choose your bank. Let me say GT Bank, for example. As soon as you've tapped on that, the bank comes up and they're going to now type in the number that's linked to that GT Bank, and also make sure that the bank is funded. That will cover for the transaction. All right. As soon as you've done that, you now click on the continue button down here. Then you can now proceed to make your payments. As you can see, this option is a new feature on this payment page, although I've never used it before, but I just feel like it's going to be seamless and easy to go through too. Now let's move on to the USSD code. All right, the same thing applies here. You're going to input your bank name, and then once you do that, you tap on it and it's going to bring out a code, a long code that you can dial. Right, the next thing I want to do is to just long press it and copy. Once you've copied it, you go to your phone and dial the number, just like you want to recharge your MTN card or Airtel card and all of that, right? As soon as you dialed on the number, just follow the prompt on your screen and you'll be able to complete the payment after you've, of course, inputted your authentication PIN. But another thing is that I'm not going to recommend this method because you know how USSD can be. Sometimes network can fluctuate and you'll be debited without the transaction being successful. And you might not even have payment evidence or something like that. That will not mean you going to the bank back and forth with both immigration and your bank, and that is a lot of stress, which we do not bargain for. So no, I do not recommend this method. But if you want to work with that, if that is the only option you have available as at the time of your application, then you can try it out. All right. Then this other two method I haven't really tried. This one is using QR code to complete the transaction. I feel like it's going to also be easy, but I haven't really tried it before, so I can't tell if it works seamlessly or not. And then finally, this one is also the wallet payments. I feel like maybe this one is something about cryptocurrency or stuff. I'm not really sure about that, so I can't tell anyway. So that is basically it. So from this video, you've seen the different payment options that we have. And like I said, I'm going to recommend the best payment option based on my personal experience and based on the experiences of people I have taught this method. All right. So I would strongly recommend that you go with the paystack payment option and then choose between card payments or transfer payments method. I have always used these two a lot and they work magically for me. I have never really had any issue with them, and they hardly even have issues with network except if it is a general problem and all of that. So what I would strongly advise is before you move forward to make your payment, first of all, make sure that your card or your bank is properly funded with more than the amount that you even need, so that you will not have issues when they want to deduct the money from your account. And secondly, make sure that you have very stable network so that the network will not fluctuate and bring you to a situation whereby you will be debited and the payment will not be confirmed immediately. So go ahead with the application and don't be scared to make your payments, because I've got a lot of DMs of people asking me, oh, I'm scared of making payments. I'm not sure about the payment method to use. I don't even know if this thing is scam. I had money. I don't want it to get lost and all of that. So with this video now, you know the best payment method that I can recommend to you. And trust me, your card is safe. It doesn't even save your card details. So your card is safe. If you want to use the card payment option, you can use that and you will not be at risk of your money being swindled from you. Or if you are still scared of that, or you don't have a card that allows online transactions, you can proceed with the transfer method. I've used it a couple of times and it works just fine. All right, so that is basically it for this video. I think I've covered everything. But then, like I said, this is my own personal experience. But if you're fine with the other payment method like cash at bank or USSD code or wallet payment and all of that, of course you can proceed with all that. All right, it's not compulsory that you follow my own recommendation, but this is something that I have used for the past 1 year and counting, and it works every single time.
And finally, if you'd like to get the passport with each course that will train you on how exactly to get this passport from start to finish without encountering any roadblock, then you should check the description box or send me a WhatsApp message so that I can get enrolled immediately.
So that is basically it. We've come to the end of this video. Please, if you found value in it, don't forget to share, to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.